For the D&D iron rations, another item that I read a lot about was something called parched wheat. So I tried looking up what is that, and I've got some wheat kernels here. Apparently it's an old foodstuff. Like it's mentioned in biblical times, this stuff. Like it goes way back, parched wheat. I only found one recipe online describing what parched wheat is. You take some wheat kernels and you put them in a pan. So we're going to try that. I have no idea what this is going to end up like. I'm imagining in my head this is probably going to look a bit like sugar puffs without the sugar. I assume puffed wheat. That's basically what we're making here, I hope. Big shout out to Choices. We live in Vancouver, and I thought, oh yeah, I'll just go buy some wheat in the local store, and nobody had it, but we did find some in Choices market, so that was awesome. This is organic hard wheat kernels, which I assume is the same as just wheat kernels. I can't imagine there's any difference here. So let's try these guys out. There we go. Some nice wheat kernels. So let's parch them somehow. I'm going to put my pan on a high heat. I don't think the instructions that I read online didn't mention anything about like oil or any kind of anything in the pan. Just apparently into a hot pan you put your wheat kernels and they pop. I imagine almost like maybe it's going to be like popcorn. So my wife's great recommendation was put a lid on it. So yeah, we're going to get this nice and hot, throw a bunch of them in there, put the lid on top, and hope to heck we get something like popcorn but in a wheat form. Okay, so the pan is good and hot. Let's start parching some wheat. I think how this food got started was basically people who were traveling were really, really hungry, had their wheat in their backpacks or their sacks, and just decided, oh, it is popping now, and just decided to throw it onto a hot stone or something to cook it. So this is essentially all we're doing here. Yeah, it's making like popcorn. Look at it dance around in there. I have no idea when they'll be done now. I guess when they stop popping. I think that must be it. They haven't popped anymore. They're not as big as I thought. We'll let them go a little bit longer, see if they pop bigger. Now, getting a bit of a smoky smell now, so I think that's them. All right, let's take it off the heat. And assume they're not going to jump out here. Okay, so theoretically, that is parched wheat.